Hi everyone, I'm Pash from SmartStudy Lab, where I tell you about simple yet powerful smarter ways to study which will help you to learn more in less time, remember more for longer, get better marks in your exams while studying lesser number of hours, and get more time for your hobbies without affecting your studies. To learn about the other powerful smarter ways to study that I've covered earlier, you can go to my YouTube channel SmartStudy Lab and watch the videos there. Lakhs of students around the world are already using these smarter ways to study and are literally saving thousands of hours of their study time without negatively affecting their academic performance. Now you can too. Today I'm going to talk about a not so common smart study method which is called as dual coding. The theory on dual coding originated in the 1960s to explain the powerful effect that images have on memory. There are two pathways to help the brain remember information better and for longer. One is words, which is either texts or verbal, and the other is visual images like diagrams, tables, charts, graphs, infographics, etc. And this smarter way of study involves combining both to improve your learning. When you use both words and visual images to learn, you're using dual coding to study smarter, as it gives your mind two pathways to remember the same information later. Research shows that you learn best when words are presented accompanied by some kind of a related visual image like a diagram or a table or a chart or a graph or an infograph, and so on. When you study with both words and visual images, you understand and remember better, and you retain information for much longer, and the result is that you are able to perform better in your exams as opposed to studying only with words. This is because of mainly two reasons. The first is the human brain is wired to process visual information and verbal information separately. And second, as per the picture superiority effect, the human brain is wired to remember and process information in visual images faster than just words. So even if you have a preference for one type of study material or another, it is important that you use both words and visual images when studying. Most study material that you come across already has visual images to make learning easier. So for example, if you look at books, most books have visuals as well as text. So all the more reason to use both text and images to make your study time more effective. You can start using dual coding as a smarter way to study by following these four simple steps. First, in your study material, don't just look at the visual images and ignore the text, or don't just look at the text and ignore the visual images. Compare the visual images directly to the text it relates to and observe how the visual images explain what is in the text. See what you can learn from one and not from the other. Then do it the other way around. Look at the text and compare it to the visual image and try to figure out what's similar and what's different. Second, look at only the visual images in the study material and explain in your own words as accurately as possible and in as much detail as possible what they mean to make connections with what you're studying. Once you're done, refer back to the study material to check for accuracy and completeness of information. 3. Read the text in the study material without looking at the visual image that may have been provided, and then create your own visual images from the text without looking at the visual image or the text already given. This will reinforce your learning further. Once you're done, go back to the study material to check for accuracy and completeness of information. And 4, put away your study material and try to retrieve information that you studied, both textual as well as visual, from your own memories. Draw visual images from your own memories without referring to the text. Once you've completed the retrieval process, go back to your study material to check for accuracy and completeness of information and fill in the gaps. Also, for text where it is possible to create a visual image but no visual image has been provided, create your own diagrams or infograph or chart to explain the text. Link the image that you create to the words it relates to in your own words. So I strongly recommend that you follow these two suggestions to make dual coding more effective. The first is avoid creating decorative visual images, as they are distracting, they take more time to create, and they unnecessarily overload the visual channel of the mind. And second, do not spend too much time on the quality of the visual image that you create, as long as you're able to represent what you're studying. Smart students know that the secret of successful use of dual coding is to keep the visual images simple and relevant to the text that they relate to. By all means, go ahead, practice and master this absolutely great smarter way to study to improve your learning experience, thereby understanding better and remembering more for longer. Well, if you have further tips and suggestions on dual coding, or for that matter any other smarter way to study, then by all means send me a comment in the comment section on my YouTube channel SmartStudy Lab. I will look forward to hear from you. If you wish to know about other smarter ways to study, then by all means subscribe to my channel SmartStudy Lab by clicking on the subscribe button below. Press the like button if you learned something useful today, and also share this video and the link to my YouTube channel SmartStudy Lab with your friends on Facebook, WhatsApp and other social media. So in my next video I will cover the peek and rule which smart students follow during their study time to study topics that they find difficult, challenging or tough, and also to make their study experience more enjoyable. Till we meet again, be happy, smile more, take care and happy smarter study.